Ghana for Buafu Christian Council Wanyasem Kitwa. Ghana for the Christian Council Papa. Yes. Mokai say me babe bo mama ne say Christian Council for catch the President Mahama say ebeya anka ontua National Cathedral so. Swimming pool na mampanyin dada akufuado etu the two regional and there aponchireni na ayamuma no sa swimming pool no wo say President Mahama tam sika na ode be creating Juma Magana youth no on tam sa sika no fanko complete cathedral na senior Ghana youth buasia funu won enya semgetwa. You see, Christian Council for Yankrofobia anka woman respect you omuhua anka they should have keep quiet. Yes, because whenever they open their mouth to speak, no, every single Ghanaian be who omu say omu ye hypocrites. There's no doubt about it. Because you cannot sit down and watch for an administration to supervise over this kind of corruption. Concerning this National Cathedral issue. Now bind me up. Now we can encourage you to National Cathedral now. Then there is a problem. This guy is called Julius Kwame Anthony, or a government spokesperson. Now, I say Ghana you to crowd ye didn't can reject the cathedral on poor ballot paper. So, this also young continue now. Opatch they say, yen didn't can't abranti we are sem or a Ghana youth. If you are near Julius Kwame Anthony.
Eh, most Christian Council for women, Moody Diamonum Quine.
That be a
I dear friend and quine, Moody Diamunumbi. My dream said, or man, I am more Diana said, yea. Much me be man, call man penny one more catch and say, Sam Bulbania to my you, Benya dear you, the Apostle man with the money and family, the Modias a cathedral. More for me, for my dear. Get the way you're speeding your good hour, and Yamomo Quasia Magajaka, you could bomb you a babu money and your dream woo, and you pretty dear woo. Money fishing on. Money fishing, but not so much. I could just bush, I could tally. I put Mutumu powder bushly with two in your food for journal. Mumuna Mujano, a moon and a watchano. A moon and the back rented nine. Mom, we down the moon and the back rented nine. Who's any abobo damon? Who could put cat for building the bed at Cathedral? Munako Pona Mosono, Wakajam will never be there. And I am so users as we hopeless and will never be there. Eh, half you we own. Some woman in moon, the one when I sack Cathedral, some bound. More Fabi, no corner mecano. My was so much powder. Say, Nasa Cathedral, money fishing, more money fishing.
Money vision, the money vision. Mpenyum for Bena, a sorry mpenyum for. Man kasa Bible a catch them say come idea enye. Na utiwo ama youth safa make say there is no church in this country. Unemployed graduates anyhow. Yeah. Sorry, beyond ni Ghana ha. Sorry, no unemployed graduate anyhow. You were unemployed graduates. Potential unemployed graduate because you completing tertiary or university in Ghana, no, it is 80% assured. Say you come home, you come and sit at home. I'm telling you, because. To be very honest, no. Me dream wa mentiasie. Say, where on earth na a could say Christian Council tikrum ha a supervising over near course under the MPP government throughout the 8 years. Throughout the 8 years of MPP, what happened? Ghana Nibia and Munia course. Concern this cathedrals and say, now bind me a bar Christian Council, you will not encourage the government to even provide jobs. You are telling the government to continue the project. Nearby, you are not even concerned. Say Abani should do everything to what? To get the money now. Yedi share Cathedral, Nisike Francophobia and Seminole. Safedie ye na fe ya woni e beye almost ye ntoaso abana ntoaso almost who and I do start here de wan ntoaso no mo de anya topic. We hypocrites, Christian Council for. Now, Tia Julius Kwame.
I think the video was circulating for all of us to see. I do not think that, fair-minded people who have some modicum of respect for the suffering youth of this country, who returned an overwhelming rejection of the New Patriotic Party, its policies, including the National Cathedral, should be advocating that we continue this project which the people of Ghana rejected. The National Cathedral was on the ballot. The people rejected it. Do we not, as leadership of institutions as important as the council, the Christian Council, have any modicum of respect for the Ghanaian citizens, the individuals who queued on January 7 and said, we have rejected this? You know that the National Cathedral was on the ballot. It was an important conversation that led into the 2024 election. It has been rejected. Let it come to an end. I have heard the president's position on the matter, that he thinks that $450 million is too much for such a project. He cited examples of similar projects that cost only $40 million. That's in Nigeria and other countries. That's 40% of what was sunk in a hole, in a swimming pool. You know, I do not know whether the president intends to take this advice. But one thing I know for certain is that the president of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, is a person who has come to understand how to read the mood of this country and act accordingly. And if he is going to be consistent with that, I would, with all respect to him as the boss of my bosses, suggest that he keeps that observation and not allow the Christian Council to sway him to undertake this. The people of Ghana will not forgive us.
How about this side? And I've seen people go on that tangents on social media following this meeting. At this point, we have already committed funds into the projects. That money, I'm not too sure we're going to get back from anywhere. So if they say they want to go ahead, okay, maybe this is where we are. If you want to continue. But we are not going to sink a peswa in addition to what we have already spent. How about that?
But initially, the Christian Council also and the associates of the Christian Council who, had a posture that they were going to raise funds and complete this project on their own. It appears that they have failed. If you look at the audit report that was presented on National Cathedral, I had the privilege of reading that firsthand. You would even see clear infractions, mobile money transactions that could not be accounted for. They have demonstrated that at their level, they are not even able to manage the resources that the people of Ghana, out of their benevolence and charity, would be given to them to undertake this project. Another consideration you have to make is that this is a state land. How it should be used, the fact that that place was chosen in the first place is questionable. I think that the way forward for that place, how it should be used, should be by general consensus of the Ghanaian people. And there is an overwhelming call that persons who have been involved in this illegality, because spendings that went on there, a lot of them were illegal, unapproved by Parliament. I think that what the Christian Council should be doing is joining the calls for these recoveries and the prosecution of persons who have been involved in these activities. As for the continuation of this project, I am not willing.
At their cost, not at our cost.
I am saying that they have not proven to be capable hands in doing this. If they were, why was President Akufo-Addo illegally spending from the contingency vote through his cousin Ken Ofori-Atta? Why did that happen? So I think instead of leaving this prime state land at the hands of persons who have clearly demonstrated so far that they are incapable of, getting this adventure of theirs to a conclusion, we should be rethinking as a people how we want to put that very prime national resource into use. This National Cathedral conversation should be disbanded as quickly as possible. I do not think that it serves the national interest. The people of Ghana do not need a National Cathedral. It is not a need. We don't need it. It doesn't add any value to us as a people. We don't need it.
Let me get the thoughts on Doctor on this. Doc, we started the conversation this morning, and there are very interesting views that are coming through. Again, I want to start with you on the tangents that Julius left off. $450 million has already gone into this project, we are told. This is what we see. At least the last time I went there.
I think the video was circulating for.
Oh, my Benna. Oh, my Muna enemy Yansan. Yet 400 million was yes already dying. Now you to take Cronum and Yajuma. President Mahama said in Nigeria, and was in Nigeria is your moody 40 million. Yeah, dear 400. That 40 million will cry your waste. Why do you build a church and people are walking hungry? They don't have jobs. What kind of misplaced priority is that? What that damn, you know, one your scarf or top bed, the other two, not nice room, you know. What that dime and so tarna and wire man or TV, a basic or at top, fan a basic or not dinosaur, and you know. Doesn't make sense. How does it make sense? Misplaced priority. You see Cathedral, not you to Kruma near Jumaye. And your leaders from Christian Council say and to us. What kind of shame is that? I don't know. On my way, dear, no.